I cannot believe like the most famous working truck in the world doesn't think those things through. Madness. Just going round the ewes here. This girl's been sitting by herself. She started running away and now she's having some sort of seizure. Look at this. Now that is unusual. I've nipped away to pick up some ewe lambs. These are our ewe lambs, replacement ewe lambs for next year. We have a lot of our own, as you've seen, but we buy these ones every year off of Billy Welsh and we're keeping up that tradition. Here they are. You tried to whistle? Are you whistling spot? Yeah. Go whistle spot? Yeah. Whistle. I can't whistle either, Jock, don't worry. That's nice, dogs love that. Good morning, sheep fans. Cammy's the name, sheep's the game. Weather has been disgusting. And speaking of disgusting, Marissa's eye still isn't any better, but she thinks she's what do you think it is now, Marissa?
Welder's flash.
Welder's, so you've been staring at the boys welding? Yeah. Have you learned your lesson?
Yeah.
So that's her still in the come down from last night. No, it's eye drops, isn't it? Eye drops. So yeah, welder's flash, do not look at welding. Lizzie, how are your eyes? How's Bonnie? Snug in there. It is stinking weather. Like, shocking. The lambs, no, that, if anyone follows Emma Gray, remember Emma Gray had a lamb like this, it's just a twisted neck. But it's actually a really good lamb, it's just got a twisted neck. Lambs are actually looking okay. These are the smallest lambs. Couple of jobs, pull the ewe lambs out. I'm going to creep feed the ewe lambs just because I want them eating and because I want to push them on a little bit for tupping. Because they've just had a big check with a bit of coxie, a bit of worms, get them on the creep, get them used to eating, and hopefully we can get them to the tup this year. That is my thinking. So pull them out, and then we're just sort of, anything that's got over that 43 kilo mark, we'll pull it out as well and put it in the big lot. They're going to be coming in after this because we're taking lambs to market in this video. Okay, let me just show you some of the lambs coming through and some of the weights we're seeing. So, oh, it's so fast, I missed it. That was 300 grams a day, the last one. That one's 160 grams a day. This one is 130 grams a day as well, is it? I don't know. 120 grams a day. It's going so quick I can't keep up. 180 grams a day. What's this one? 180 grams a day. We're looking at this number here for the daily gain. That's a ewe lamb, so I'm just manually shedding them. That says it's lost 14 kilos, but I know what happens there. I've been leaning on it when I tagged it, and it's recorded me leaning on it. That's the only issue. Let that one go straight on. So only 26 kilos, you see, they're a long way. I mean, that is a particularly bad one, right enough, but they're a long way from being ready to tup. That's the thing. Right, lammies. Roadblock. Come on. This one's been jagged for a sore foot, so see how that's affected it. So you see it's lost 2.8 kilos with the sore foot, but we have jagged it now, so it should improve, hopefully. Just shows you how much a sore foot affects productivity. Is productivity the right word? I think so. Here's one that had, oh, this is the one that had fly strike in the previous video, and a sore foot. Let's see how it's doing. What's it lost? So it's lost 1.4 kilos, that's not too bad. In fairness, it probably had 400 grams of wool on it, so that could have been worse. Big lamb here, not been weighed before. Well, it's been weighed before, but not while it's been tagged. I don't know if you guys can hear or see the rain properly on this camera, but it is absolutely lashing it down. So I just want to take a second to say thanks to my good mate Kevin Lang. But say thanks, Kevin. Definitely. Yeah, thanks, Kevin. Thanks for building this, mate. Thank you. How many have we done? 409 done. The main batch averaging 37, which is fine. Okay, so last few lambs coming through, 42.6, nearly too fat to get through there. Last few lambs coming through. the system here. Another ewe lamb to go straight on. Nearly there. What have we done? Oh, 493 we're at, Lizzie. We're going to make the 500. 43.6. She'll go to the left. Another ewe lamb. Oh, definitely over 500. Oh, it's miserable, cold and wet. 40 kilos. 41.6. 2 to go, an absolute tiny tot at the end. That one's been treated for a bad foot. And this is a lame one as well. Yeah, we'll just catch tiny tot, get its weight, and then we'll release it. It's gained 2.5 kilos. Right, wee tiny tot. Come out here. So that was 506 in total. We have an average weight of 35.6 kilos. So this is the session details. This is all the lambs that were through. Just a good thing, like I learned, the Tapari guys messaged me because last day I weighed myself and it messed my average up. So what you can do, to have any non-recorded ones that I could just delete and it wouldn't matter. No, everything's got a tag number. But what you could do is pick a tag. Say that wasn't a tag number associated and that was the 40 odd kilos that it was meant to be. You select that and then you can delete that record. You just push that there and that would delete that. So that's what we could have done. Let's see the stats. Okay, so 506 lambs done. Maximum weight was 49.4 kilos. Oh, I see we have minimum weight 00 there. So maybe there's one went through that isn't. Is that going to be on there? Oh, there it's there. There it is there. So let's select that, delete that record, and then go back to stats. Ah, now the minimum weight's at 15.2, and that's helped the whole average. So, maximum weight 49.4, average weight 35.7, average daily gain 140 grams. Not sure how we feel about that in this current weather and how bad it's been, and these are the poorer lambs. You see the better lambs there are averaging 280 grams a day. It is what it is. You guys can let me know in the comments what you think. Okay, Lizzie's been taking some dung samples as well. We're big on the dung samples this year. It's absolutely stinking wet out there. We're going to go and get these big lambs in though, eh? We need to take some to air tomorrow, so. These back to the reseed. Lunch, is there? If we're lucky. What time is it, Marissa? 10 past 12? Lunchtime. Lunchtime. Then lambs back. Do we let them start wandering down? No, because we'll let them mix with the ewes. Let them stand there. Lunch.
This is how it goes at lunchtime.
You got him?
I got him.
Get him, Jock. Get him, that's it. It's after lunch. I've had my wrestle, my warm up, loosened up. Some of the bigger lambs we still have. We're just working our way at them, guys. You've seen them before. There's still the odd little one in here. We're just working our way through them. Lots still to go. This is in this weather, when it's like this, you know, and you're girdling about, starting to girdle about in the muck, and you know, you've got to add in all the time, you know. Obviously Marissa's here. Marissa's only here because it's a Sunday and she's always out at the weekend, but if your time, like how much time do we spend with these lambs? But if you add a tenner onto every lamb and there's 1,500 lambs, it's worth all that time. It's definitely worth all that time. I just did very quick maths there. It's definitely worth all that time. Anything for market, straight on, anything not to the left. I'll auto draft and I'll hold. We'll definitely hold this time anything that's of the weight. Yeah, and just the weather's been so bad, I think they look quite hard to me. So gate one is straight on. What weight do you want? 45 plus? 46, what a difference. We make it up as we go along. And that is going to, 0 to 46 is gate 2, save and close. And then gate 3 is 46.1 and over, and we'll just hold them on the gate and we'll fool them if they're over 46. It's on auto catch and auto release. Yeah, I'm not sure that one was in here. So 1 second, so I've just got to widen this ramp here. I think I can widen it without switching it off. That's it, wide up, just like that. That looks fleshy. That's a good lamp. On you run. This looks fleshy. 47, yeah, that's a good lamp. I think most of the lambs that I put in here were 43 kilos plus. That's a 43.6 one lamb. Terrible weather, eh? The lambs just It's not showing themselves well at all. I wonder if we're going to see a bit of a tank in the store price actually as well, as guys think. That's a good lamb. As guys think the price is dropping, you know. So what's happening is, you know, it's weighing those lambs. That's 46.8. It holds the lamb. I can get a feel of the lamb. It's fine. We let it run. Too light, it goes left, just like that. These wee Charlies can be deceptive sometimes. You know, it's quite fleshy, that thing. Can be quite deceptive with the weights. 44, still too light. But we're getting there. 50 kilos, that. How's that one still here? Some flesh on it. It's just hard though, you're right. Okay, lambs all through, miserable weather. Quick look at that one for you guys that like the stats. That was just a gate fell down, that's okay. Quick look for you guys that like the stats. I should really clean, it's getting worse on my scanning screen. Oh look, that's the totals that have been through those gates since we started it. What do we have? The top one's some ewe lambs that were in this batch that we shed out. The middle one is the lighter lambs. It's 171 average 42. And the 79 at 48, but what I'm going to do is again just going to check there was no ewes weighed there. Oh, I seen a ewe, so she's 85, take her off the records. There was not a lamb at 60. That was a ewe. Oh. And that was a ewe. What are you saying?
There's a few, I think just because we lent on them, it's quite a few out.
Ah, I see what you mean, yeah. That's, do you know why that is? Because I'm pressing the back down to feel the thing, so let's take all these out and just see what we're left with. What I need to do, that's because I reset the scales, I need to set the tolerance so that it doesn't re-weigh the lambs. That's my fault. Well, let's just delete the heaviest ones and see, it'll give us a better reflection of what's actually happening. Stats again. So there we go, that is more like it. 70 at 47 kilo average. So your overall average was 43 kilos for that batch of lambs there. It's okay. So that was how many, Lizzie? Total? 248. 248, give or take, the odd one. So 248. Look at this idiot out here with an orange and his Crocs on. I'll deal with this and then we'll put some lambs back to the field and let's just jump to going to market. Here we go. Ayr market today, I'm thinking it's probably going to be a quiet day. The weather has been so bad. I mean, who would want to be drawing lambs yesterday or earlier in this vlog, as you saw? I think I've mentioned this before. One of the worst things about this version of the Toyota Hilux is you cannot turn off the reverse beepers when you're reversing with a trailer. I mean, what kind of working pickup? I'm sure they've sorted that now, you guys can tell me in the comments, but like, I cannot believe the most famous working truck in the world doesn't think those things through. Madness. It's quiet now because the sales started, we're a little bit late. But they even started washing it. Okay, so we've got 2 loads to come to the market today, so I need to run back and get the rest. They'll stand there for now. Some ewes as well, we've got some ewes to sell too. Let's hurry. Okay, ewes to come out first. Shh. Put my slip of paper in there. John's busy drawing the lambs for me here as we speak. So 2 loads of lambs here, with 94 sheep in total been sold here today. Hoping it's going to be a good trade. Trade much the same as last week, John? Much the same. Nobody in because it's been too wet a weekend. That's it. Hopefully no one here. I'm starting to speak very Scottish there and then end up needing subtitles, but oh, one jumped out. They're fiery. Right. Let's pop the rest of them in that pen. So we spoke about this last week. John is just drawing out the better lambs, the worst lambs, the bottom end, try to put them in appropriate batches for selling. We do this every week. I could do this myself. John's better at it. I just let him do it, and I'm a wee bit lazy. there is that element too. But the lambs are looking okay considering the weather. Considering the weather, they're looking okay. Let's see how the sale's going. Okay, so here's the weights for the lambs. It's just going through there. Mostly at the 43 kilo mark. Obviously standing nice and empty this morning, they're going to lose weight. We're happy enough, let's see what happens. We still have 14 ewes to sell first, so let's go in and see the ewes sold first.
8, 16, 6, 5, 8,
Great prices for the ewes there, obviously they're on the screen as we sold them, far better than I was expecting, I must say. Really good. While we're waiting for the lambs, so the ewes sell first and then the lambs sell. While we're waiting for the lambs, I'm going to wash this trailer out. Hellish job. Okay, we're waiting to see the lambs sold, but I've chanced it. I've nipped away to pick up some ewe lambs. These are our ewe lambs, replacement ewe lambs for next year. We have a lot of our own, as you've seen, but we buy these ones every year off of Billy Welsh, and we're keeping up that tradition. Here they are. So I'm here a bit early. I've beat Billy here. A little look at these ewe lambs that we're going to be buying. Just in their working clothes, just weaned in the last couple of days. There we go. Good honest lambs. And this is our third year buying them, so we lambed these as gimmers this spring. We have last year's ewe lambs as gimmers for next spring, and this will be the third year we've bought them. And they do well with us. I shot the manny sell here with these lambs. Will I get 80 in the float?
Well, I did.
No bother. Aye, you did, exactly. Aye, we'll manage. We'll manage, no bother. Where'd you get the top for these ones, Billy?
I bought 2 new tops last year.
Somebody you don't usually buy from?
Aye, 2 new places.
Oh, right. Oh.
Belize top.
Belize.
Belize.
Oh, Belize. I don't ken them. Are they for your neck of the woods? More than I need. I'll let a couple back. Hang on. I'll tell you one thing. We're just loading these lambs, Billy. I've not asked you how much they're yet. Have you decided a price? You never like to tell me the price on camera. You're a good man. Because you don't want folk telling you you're too charitable. Is that what it is? You're too good. You couldn't write it. I missed the turning for the market because I was blethering on the phone. And then the time I come back, I just saw the last pen of lambs sold. So, will we just walk and talk the prices? Let's walk and talk the prices. So, the ewe prices were good. You can see them on the screen. Now, you saw them earlier, so we'll not talk about them. Lamb prices, definitely back a bit this week. We have, what do we have? 43 kilo lambs were £124. The big pen were £124. 45 kilos were £128. £126, £122.50, so definitely back a bit. Now that, it's still good, it's at this time of year, £120 odd for a lamb straight off the grass. tremendous, especially where the weather's been. But one thing to think about there though is those 43 kilo lambs there at £122, I mean the average is 288 pence per kilo. Those lambs at, which is 20 pence back on the week, those lambs at 43 kilos are only £10 dearer than the lambs I sold at 34 kilos store. And there's no levy on those, so only £9 dearer. It's an interesting one, it just keeps putting it back in my mind. Should you just phone a lorry, like these boys, and take them all to United Auctions and just, or Ayr, and just sell them store? So much less time running to the market, less time drawing the lambs. Tough one, tough one. Lambs onto a nice bit of grass, and with the rest of the ewe lambs. So that'll give us about 350 ewe lambs this year, and of those 350 there's probably about 20 of them big enough to top, so they've got a bit of growing to do before December. Just going round the ewes here, this girl's been sitting by herself. She started running away and now she's having some sort of seizure. Look at this. Now that is unusual. What's happening with you, lass? So she was really kicking and thrashing there. She looks like she's come out of it now. I'm going to try and set her back up, although I should really actually just... I'll need to go and get back. I don't have any antibiotics, do I? Hang on, she's going to get up. She's going to get up. Don't roll on that cow pat. Oh yeah, she's away. Right, let's send this to Kaz. This show by herself, all jittery. She just laid down and had a fit. She's running away. She's running away a bit better now, but she's definitely not right. So like she ran away from me, collapsed, and was just on her side like having a seizure. And now she's still not quite right, but she's jittering there. What's causing that? So here she is. I went round the rest of the field and she's collapsed again. Look at this. She's an older ewe. Not good at all. Definitely not good. It's like it's a brain thing, I think. I'll just wait to hear back from the vet about the best course of action and then we'll proceed. I'm guessing she's going to need a jag with a multi-vet there. She's done it again, look. I'm going to leave her just now, stop stressing her out and find out what we should jag her with. The only thing I can really think is that I have been feeding these ewes the last couple of days because I've got ewe rolls to use up and I don't want them going solid in the bin because I'm not going to be ordering feeding for another 4 months anyway, so I just wanted to use up the little that we had left and I was just giving the ewes a bite because it's easy. There was some fusty bits, some mouldy bits in the thing, though I did scrape most of them out. Could it be listeriosis? It's the only thing I can really think, and it kinda has similarities. See what Kaz says. It's all going wrong today. Checking another batch of sheep, and here's this lamb. Just sitting, looking very sad for itself. Really quite lean. And these have all been coxy drenched, wormed. Albeit we haven't done a follow up. What we're going to do, we're going to take that lamb home. And that might be one just for a PM. I think it's quite lean and poor. I think that might be one we sacrifice to find out what's happening with these lambs. It's dirty at the back end here. There's something not right with that lamb. So there's so much you can do. Oh. What have you been doing today, Angus? Hey. Catch you. Catch me, Dad.
Catch me.
Catch me.
Hey, Dad.
Cheese, Dad.
Hey,
Cheese.
Mom.
Well done, Jock.
Mom. Cheese. Dad. Hey, Dad. Hey, Dad.
Sitting back in the house now, but I thought I haven't finished the video, so running average for the lambs is here. I took that lamb that wasn't looking well back home and I've had it put down because it was clearly in some in pain, skin and bone. So we're going to get the vet to post-mortem it tomorrow. So it'll get a post-mortem tomorrow. And another update, Kaz, as he's quite right, I'm just sending him a little video clip. It could be loads of different things. One that he asked what had happened to the sheep recently. And one thing that happened recently, two things that happened recently. One was feeding them the cake. But she's kind of too about herself maybe for the listeriosis possibility. Foot vax. Foot vax may have affected somewhere near the spine or the brain or something like that. Our nervous system, I can't remember exactly what he said. Could be the foot vax. So we'll see how she is tomorrow, and we'll maybe just throw the kitchen sink at her and just jag her with a whole heap of stuff. Anti-inflammatories and all that kind of thing, and just see what we can do. But they have the vet out tomorrow anyway. We'll see what comes of that. We'll keep you updated. Watch the next vlog. We'll have it in that. Cheers, folks.